welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
The NFL has made it back to London. Welcome inside Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Tonight, a pair of NFC foes squaring off. It's the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And here we go on Monday Night Prime Time. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the NFL's best stories as of late, a former 3rd overall pick, Brock, who has revitalized his NFL career, Sam Darnold.
If we had asked Sam Darnold, coming out of USC as the 3rd overall pick in the draft, to write the story of his career, I don't think he would have written some of these chapters. But in the end, it makes you tougher. It makes you grittier. And playing quarterback in the NFL is a lot about that. Your ability to just withstand adversity and to continue to get up time after time after time. And Sam Darnold has shown that kind of perseverance.
And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete. We're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
2nd and 10, Darnold. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. DJ Reed brings him down that time.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Play fake, Darnold. That's a catch, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Well, Dan Campbell never shy when he disagrees with a call, and he's thrown the red flag here.
The previous play is under review.
Well, we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens because you've got to make that transition from college where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You've got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth will be the judge of it.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. 1st and 10 now from the 46. Handoff to Walker from the gun. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Opening drive going according to plan. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Putting the tight end in motion. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. And the Lions are there to bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Now Darnold off the play action. He completes it in traffic. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Completes it again to Smith and Jigba. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Couple of zeros on the board right now. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They'll have a chance to take the lead here as they line up for the field goal. Myers' kick is good. All the way into the second quarter. Our opening drive ends in 3.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Jacob Sailors now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. 1st and 10. Man in motion, headed right. Goff taking it right to the air. Finds Isaac to Slaw, complete. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Gives him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Only took him 1 play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. 1st down throw from Goff. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and the Lions have a 1st down. Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from London right after this. 1st and 10 now from the 46. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Throwing again. Here's Goff. Oh, he lost the football. And the Seahawks picked it up. Only a little bit of a run after he recovered the fumble, but their offense is going to be happy as they take over possession.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, then they're going to give you a shot at, go punch that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes in the half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own.
Previous play is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. They'll come up on 1st and 10. Again, Goff. Screen here for Gibbs. Now first down only gets about a yard here, and the defender there to force him out.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Throwing again, it's Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They gain 11 on that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
On first down, it's Goff. Another one caught by St. Brown. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Just a yard left to go on second down. Running it with David Montgomery. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. This is going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on third down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. They'll go for it. Goff. It's on target to Williams. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal. So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far. 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our studios in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you, and we'll keep it brief because the scoring has been brief. Just 1 field goal as we play on 3-0. I was promised there'd be touchdowns, so let's find out if we could get one in the 3rd quarter. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. 2 quarters to go from London Town, and here we go in our second half. Sailors now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Gives Montgomery to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Short pass brought in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, they say you never go broke taking a profit. Just find that completion. And it may not be a Benjamin, but even those little dollar bills start to add up.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Goff to the air now. And they get to him again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback. And they didn't either.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. So Seattle retakes the field for their 2nd series. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Staying with Walker. Some daylight through the 40. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Gain of 15 there. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Seahawks with it, currently with a not quite so comfortable lead. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Darnold. And it's come on a slant. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Third and 4 coming up now. Looking to throw. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. Brought in inside the 20. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. From the red zone on first. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that makes it second and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. He gets it again. Oh, what a time for some big plays up front, partner. Back-to-back losses, and they force a fourth and goal. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
An important attempt coming up here for Jason Myers. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Kicked well, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Sailors now on the return. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning from London. Lions down by a touchdown. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Setting up to pass. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Here he is to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
He'll look to throw it. Taken in by Williams outright. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. They got 21 yards on the play. And the Lions have a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Back to throw. Catch made over the middle. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Seahawks 33-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. They're going to throw again. Goff. To the right, he's got to Slom. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that is good for Detroit first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Goff on 1st and 10. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Goff. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. So it's a win for the Seahawks. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Seahawks winners, as we say cheerio from London.